Hello everyone, welcome to Artful Garden Ideas. Today we talk about how to grow broccoli and I will guide you step by step how to grow broccoli. The broccoli is one of favorite crops to grow. Not only is it high in fiber and vitamins, but it's surprisingly easy to cultivate in home garden with the modest amount of effort. You can save your lots of money by growing broccoli from seed rather than relying on transplants purchased from your local garden center. In this video, I'll discuss everything you need to know when it's come to growing broccoli from seed, including sowing, transplanting, and care advice. The most obvious benefit of growing broccoli from seed is the cost saving. For a $4 packet of seeds, you can get hundreds of plants when starting your own from seed. That same $4 at the nursery will get you between 1 and 4 plants depending on where you live. That's a big difference. And other benefits of starting broccoli seeds yourself are the number of varieties available. Believe it or not, there are several dozen different varieties of broccoli, each with its own flavor, level of vigor, growth, habit, and maturity rate. Most nurseries only carry one or two different varieties, but when growing broccoli from seed, you can try so many other. A third benefit is your ability to control the way your plants are grown from day one. If you are an organic gardener, you will know your broccoli plants were not exposed to your synthetic fertilizer if you grow them yourself. The fourth and final reason to grow broccoli from seed is so you can manage the timing perfectly. Broccoli is a cool weather crop. If your nursery doesn't have plants at the correct time of year for planting, then your harvest could suffer. Let's talk next about the importance of getting the timing right when it's come to planting broccoli from seed. When to start growing broccoli from seed, they figure out the best day to sow broccoli seed. When starting from seed, no matter what growing zone you live in, you will need to do some counting. Follow this easy plan for spring growing. Start by looking at the seed packet for the number of days to maturity. Most varieties of broccoli are ready to harvest between 90 and 110 days after planting from seed. Once you have found that number on the seed packet, at 10 days to it to count for how long it takes the seed to germinate. Approximately the date when the delayed temperature where you have lived hits an average of about 82 Fahrenheit. Turn your calendar to that date and then subtract the total number of required growing days from it. Days to maturity, 10 days of generally, that's the day you should plant broccoli seed. The best soil to use when growing broccoli from seed. Begin sowing broccoli seed by gathering the correct materials. Start with high quality organic potting soil. Formulate specifically from seed starting. This kind of lightweight potting mix is ideal for starting seeds. It is well draining and well aerated. If you prefer to mix your own seed starting potting soil, you will find which containers are best for starting broccoli seed. You can use almost any container to start broccoli seed. Toilet paper tubes with one end floated in on itself. Pet pellets, nursery, 6 or 4 packs, and reposed container like yogurt cups and take out containers all work. Whatever you choose to use, make sure it is clean and has a drainage hole in the bottom. Step by step instructions for sowing broccoli seeds. Here is the best technique to use to plant broccoli seeds indoor. Fill your container with seed starting mix. Tap the base on a hard surface to settle the soil. The container should be filled up to the top rim. Do not press down on the soil. Poke a small hole where you plant each seed. If the container has compartments, I use a pencil or a small dibble for this job. The hole should be about 1 and 4 to 1 2 inch deep. Don't plant broccoli seeds any deeper or they may not germinate. Fill the hole back. In alternative, you can broadcast an entire packet of seeds across the soil surface if the container does not have individual planting compartments. They cover seeds with a 1 and 2 inch of more potting soil. Water the seeds in using a fine sprinkling of water from a watering can or sink sprayer. Label the container with the name of the variety and the date the seeds were planted. Cover the container with a plastic dome or a sheet for plastic wrap to keep the humidity high until the seed to germinate. And the container don't have to be under grow lights until the seeds germinate, but I find it easier to put them under the grow lights right away. How and next is how to water young broccoli plants when growing broccoli from seed. One of the keys to success is to provide the seedling with the correct level of moisture. When the surface of the soil is dry to the touch and lighter in color, it's time to water. You can also lift the container to see how heavy it is. Dry soil, wet less than moist soil. How quickly the soil dries out depends on how warm your home is, how big the container are, and what brand of potting soil you used. Also, the older the plants are, the more water they require. Fertilizing broccoli seedling, most seed starting mix do not have high fertility. In fact, most don't have any fertilizer at all. This is to avoid burning the new roots of tender seedling, but as soon as your seedling have developed their first seeds of true leaves, it is time to start fertilizing. The first set of leaves to emerge from a seed are known as the seed leaves or the cotyledons. The second set of leaves are the true leaves. As soon as they appear, it's time to being fertilizing your seedling every 2 weeks. What to do after transplanting broccoli starts? After the transplanting, mulch broccoli plants with the 1 to 2 inch thick layer of straw, undrained grass, clipping, shaded leaves, or another organic material. This keeps the soil insulated and moist. Within a few weeks, the center of your broccoli plants will develop a small bud that will turn into a central head of broccoli. Harvest broccoli with the sharp knife while the buds are still tight, well before they open into the mature yellow flowers. And the more tips of growing broccoli from seed. Most variety of broccoli from side shoots after the main head is harvested. Don't pull the plants out after the first harvest, and you will be packing side shoots until the weather gets too hot. For a fall crop of broccoli, start seeds indoor in July or early August for harvest in September, October, and even November. Follow the step above and protect the plants with the layer of floating row cover or a mini hope tunnel. More and how to use hope tunnel here. Pests are often problematically regardless of whether you are growing broccoli from seed or from purchased transplant. Hand pick cabbage loppers and cabbage worms, or better yet, grow the plants under floating row cover so the pests can't access the foliage. Companion plants, the small flowers such as dill and cultivating attract and support many of the benefits insects that prey on common pests of broccoli plant. Lots of these plants in and around your broccoli crop. Keep your plants free of weeds by hand